Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to the inaugural session of Haliburton County Council and to call the meeting to order. On behalf of County Council and staff, I'd like to welcome everyone. This is a bit of a different year and a bit of a different venue for this meeting, but we're looking forward to it. My name is Mike Rudder. I'm the CAO clerk for the county. As is our custom, today we'll be selecting a warden for the upcoming year from amongst the members of County Council. That said, because of public health emergency that we are experiencing, our inaugural will look very different this year. The first thing I'd like to do is introduce members of County Council. I would ask everyone to respond verbally just so we can do the roll call at the same time. So first is Councillor Carol Moffat, Mayor of the Township of Algonquin Highlands.
I'm present.
Councillor Elizabeth Danielson, Deputy Mayor for the Township of Algonquin Highlands.
I'm present.
Councillor Andrea Roberts, Mayor for the Municipality of Dysart et al.
Present.
Councillor Patrick Kennedy, Deputy Mayor for the Municipality of Dysart et al.
Present.
Councillor Dave Burton, Mayor for the Municipality of Highlands East.
Present.
Councillor Cecil Ryle, Deputy Mayor for the Municipality of Highlands East.
Present.
Councillor Brent Vollen, Mayor for the Township of Minden Hills.
I'm present.
And Councillor Lisa Shell, Deputy Mayor for the Township of Minden Hills.
I'm present.
Ladies and gentlemen, your County Council. This is normally where we clap. I don't know if I should or, but I would like to introduce no stranger to us, Reverend Bev Hicks from Northland Faith Church, who will bring us the invocation.
Thank you, Mike. And once again, thank you to all of you for inviting me to be part of this year's inaugural meeting for the election of the County Warden for the next coming year. I am greatly honored and as well privileged to be asked back again as well. And I've been, I think, I'm not sure how many years in a row this is, but it's always a privilege and it's an honor. I believe it's very important to acknowledge God's divine providence in government, and especially at this unprecedented time. Our Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms begins with the following: whereas Canada is founded upon principles that recognizes the supremacy of God and the rule of law. I'll handle the invocation part with the supremacy, and I'll let you handle the rest for the upcoming year. Again, I personally want to thank all you members of County Council for your service again this past year. I'm sure you have certainly faced some overwhelming challenges as well as difficult decisions that weren't always popular. We certainly didn't expect this last year at this time of what we're going through today. And then all our lives in the county have since then been greatly altered and as well affected. And we've all had to find ways to cope with the difficulties we face. If you remember, and I'm sure you all remember, the story I shared last year at last year's inauguration of Marilyn Bell's swim across Lake Ontario in 1954. It's interesting how it relates to what we're experiencing or what we've experienced this past year. And how Marilyn's battle against the wind, the high waves, the chilling waters of the dark night, and that Ontario shore never seeming to get any closer. It somehow somewhat reflects on what we're going through today. On the positive, her determination, her endurance got her to the other shore, and her swim can be an example and encouragement that we can follow. So be encouraged as we battle this second wave of this pandemic. Keep striving for the other shore. Keep focused on the important interests of the county, because the Bible encourages us not to grow weary in well-doing, for our reward will come if we don't give up. I think we've been very fortunate here in Haliburton County with the low COVID-19 that we've had compared to other parts in Ontario. And it's a blessing to live in this county. God has truly blessed us, I think, It's the greatest county in Ontario, and that's why I moved back here 12 years ago. Our county's made up of different people, of different backgrounds, beliefs, faiths, philosophies, and mindsets. But you know, when the trouble comes, we all seem to come together and help each other. So feel proud to serve the people of this county. I believe we'll be through this pandemic soon and we'll reach the other shore. Until then, let's be safe, let's be wise, live every day the best we can, and serve on this council with joy. Know that God's grace shines upon Haliburton County. In this ever-changing world, he remains faithful to grant us wisdom, direction, strength, and comfort when needed. May God's blessing be upon our warden elected today. May God bless the members of this council, and may God lead and guide you as you conduct the important business affairs this coming year. Now I'd like to pray for you. Father in heaven, we thank you for this wonderful county you have graced and blessed us to live in. May your grace continue to shine upon this county. May its people continue to look to you as their source of strength. We thank you for the members of this council, their integrity and service this past year. I ask you to bless the members of this council, their families, and their homes and their loved ones. I ask for the blessing and wisdom be upon the one selected to serve as warden for this coming year, and may there be strength and unity in this council as they address the important issues at hand and the business for this coming year. I ask this in the name of our Lord Jesus. Amen. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone. All the best in 2021.
Thank you very much, Reverend Hicks. I will take a moment and talk next about the process or the procedures for the election of warden for 2021. As outlined in our procedural bylaw, nomination forms were provided to members of County Council at the October regular council meeting. Members had until the close of business on November 13th to submit completed nomination forms. Those forms required the signature of the nominee and 2 signatures from members of County Council. As outlined in a report to County Council at their regular meeting held November 25th, 2020, 2 completed nomination forms were received by the clerk. At that meeting, Councillors Danielson and Vollen spoke to their nomination. And now I would like to provide an opportunity for the councillors who signed the nomination forms, for Councillor Danielson first, to speak to that nomination. Councillor Moffat.
Thank you, Mike. I'm pleased to nominate Liz for the position of warden. I've worked with Liz now for many years, and I know her well. In her position as warden, I found her to be thoughtful and fair and collaborative, and to be, a good steward of the county's business, a good, strong leader. Liz has a strong work ethic and always has the best interest of the county in mind. I know that continuity is important. I've spoken to that myself when I held the warden's position, and I think particularly now in the face of the pandemic, in relation to both emergency operations and the work of the Warden's Caucus, and not to mention some continuity for the service delivery review, which is going to be an awfully big project for us. Every person who sits in the Warden's chair brings their own flavor to the job, and we have 2 very strong candidates vying for this leadership role, and I will heartily work with and support whoever wins. So thank you both for standing for election, and best of luck to you both this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. And Councillor Burton, you seconded the nomination.
Thank you. I'm proud to second Warden Danielson's nomination. Liz, you've shown very strong leadership, and especially during these challenging and trying times. And I'm sure your job has not been easy. With COVID and service delivery review, we have a lot of irons in the fire, and I do feel that you have the steady hand to handle and take care of these irons and get them out in due process for us to deal with. communication skills, to me, have been second to none. You've kept people informed. And one thing that I've really appreciated and enjoyed about your leadership is your interest you have in Haliburton County, but not just Haliburton County, but Haliburton County as a whole. And I do feel at this time that continuity is very, very important. And I'm pleased to second your nomination.
Thank you very much. Now I'd like to provide an opportunity to the councillors who signed the nomination form for Councillor Vollen to speak to their nomination. Councillor Roberts.
Thank you. I would like to nominate Brent Vollen for the position of Warden. I've been on County Council with Brent for 6 years now, and I have been impressed with his dedication in his role as a County Councillor. He's always prepared for meetings. He's done his research and then some. He served on several different committees. He's not afraid to speak his mind, even if he's the only one thinking that way, but he also has shown he's open to others' ideas and points of view. He's passionate about Haliburton County, and as he said, he wears his heart on his sleeve. I think that's a good thing. We are politicians, but firstly, we are people with families and friends living here in this beautiful county. Understanding the complex needs of the people in our area is a balancing act. One needs to be able to listen, be open-minded, and then make decisions to move on the best way forward. Being passionate and compassionate are important factors in the role of Warden, and those are qualities that Brent has shown he has. Haliburton County is changing, and the pressures on local government are getting greater. While we are still under COVID-19 restrictions, the work continues. Broadband and cell service projects are a priority, and I know Brent will be on top of this. Experience on the EORN board is invaluable. We also have other controversial issues like our shoreline preservation bylaw coming forward, and this will take a steady hand at the helm. Brent's experience at the county and his previous term as warden will serve us well. Some say being a politician is a thankless job, but that's not always true. All of us here battle criticism and controversy, and it takes an enormous amount of strength and conviction to follow what you believe in, despite the grumblings and the complaints, especially with all the things that are now being said all too freely on social media. So at this time, I would actually like to thank both Brent and Liz for putting their name on the ballot to serve as warden. You both should be proud for wanting to step up to the plate. Brent, I know as warden, you will act with integrity, honor, and respect. I also know we won't always agree, but you will listen and be fair to all. You will bring experience, knowledge, and a sense of humor to the role, and I look forward to working with you.
Thank you. And Councillor Ryle, you seconded the nomination. I believe you're on mute.
Starting off is real good, isn't it? Firstly, I would like to thank Warden Danielson for the great job that she's done in leading us over the last 2 years, especially in these COVID times. However, I'm the person who believes that the position of warden in Haliburton County should be limited to a 2-year term. And it's not any decision based on lack of performance or anything like that. It's just what I firmly believe. The direction is often an opportunity for people to show what they can do. And with that in mind, I know that Councillor Vollen has been and continues to be a strong champion for both the expansion of affordable housing and broadband connectivity in Haliburton County. And these are right now extremely important priorities within our county. The COVID is actually making that crystal clear. And after speaking with Brent about becoming warden and also about the need for a formal economic development function in Haliburton County, I decided to second his nomination for warden. But as all the others have said, I think that we have probably the 2 best candidates that could be nominated, not only in Haliburton County, but anywhere. I think that regardless of which one becomes our leader, we are in a no-lose position. Thank you.
Thank you. So being respectful of public health guidelines for physical distancing, this election is being held electronically. E-voting instructions were distributed to members of County Council on Tuesday, December 8th, 2020. And those instructions included a link to an electronic ballot that was prepared with the names of both candidates listed alphabetically. So now we will take a 15-minute break in order to for the members of council to cast their ballot. And at that time, or after the 15-minute break, assuming the voting is complete, we will reconvene and I will announce the name of the successful candidate. So we will go to break, and if council members would cast their ballot, that would be great. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. I guess consistent with the theme of the year 2020, where everything is just a little more complicated, we did have a tie vote. So we will be asking for, we will be drawing the name from an envelope. So I've asked Mallory Bishop, the clerk of Dysart, to assist us with this because we are not in the same physical location. In our case, the mayor of the municipality with the highest weighted assessment is tasked with drawing that name. And so that is Councillor Roberts. Mallory, we did supply Mallory with a sealed envelope. And so I just would ask her to come on screen and confirm that the envelope that she has is sealed. The deputy clerk and I did put the names on equal sized pieces of paper, both names into the envelope. And we would now ask Mallory to confirm that the envelope is sealed. And then once she has done that, you're muted, Mallory. Sorry.
Yeah, we're just trying to coordinate.
Okay, can you guys hear me through Andrea?
Yeah.
Perfect. So here's the envelope and it's sealed. And I'm just going to open it for you.
This is not fun. Oh my gosh.
Pick one.
I have one. I
Yeah,
have one.
you have one.
Will you read that? Confirm.
Okay, our new warden is Liz Danielson.
Oh my God.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. So I thank you for the assistance. I'd like to request a motion that we confirm the election of Councillor Liz Danielson as warden for 2021. I will have the deputy clerk read the motion, and then I'll ask for a mover and a seconder.
Be it resolved that Haliburton County Council confirms the election of Councillor Liz Danielson as warden of the Corporation of the County of Haliburton effective December 15th, 2020 until December 14th, 2021.
Can I have a mover and a seconder for that motion, please? Councillor Vollen, seconded by Councillor Ryle. All in favor? Normally, this is where we would have the most immediate past warden who sits on county council present the warden's robe. Unfortunately, we're not in the same room, so we won't be able to do that part of our tradition. I have displayed the robe to my right. As well, I would normally present the chain of office to the incoming warden, but we're unable to do that, but that is on the warden's robe as well. So at this time, I would ask Warden Danielson to read the declaration of office.
Sorry, I'm really quite taken aback. Okay, I, Elizabeth Danielson, having been elected or appointed to the office of Warden of the Council of the Corporation of the County of Haliburton, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Thank you very much. And Warden Danielson, I would ask you to come into the office at your earliest convenience to sign that in front of a commissioner. So thank you. One final thing before I turn the meeting over to Warden Danielson, I would like to request a motion to destroy the ballots. Again, I will have the deputy clerk read the motion, and I'll ask for a mover and a seconder.
Be it resolved that staff be directed to destroy the electronic ballots for the 2021 Warden's election.
Do I have a mover for that? Councillor Roberts, seconded by Councillor Moffat. All in favor? That's carried. And now I will turn the meeting over to Warden Danielson.
Well, to be absolutely honest, I wasn't really prepared to make a speech today. But I want to say how pleased I am and how proud I am to continue to represent Haliburton County. The county means an awful lot to me, and I just want to assure everyone that I will do my level best. And I look forward to continuing to work with all of you. I thank Councillor Vollen for putting his name forward. And it's great to see finally that we've actually had an election as we haven't had in a number of years. So it's good to see the process follow through. I know this is rather extraordinary to be warden for 3 years running, but it's extraordinary times for us all. We've got some incredible challenges ahead of us, just starting with the pandemic and continuing to deal with that. And it's sad to say that despite the fact that there are vaccines coming, we're going to be dealing with this for months yet to come. And that's something that makes all of our jobs just that much more difficult. We've got a province that is rapidly going further and further into debt, and we're going to have to take part in being the solution to that particular problem for some time to come. So I think we can look to changes and challenges that we're all going to have to deal with in the best way that we possibly can. We've got a service delivery review that's been given to us, and an incredible number of decisions and thinking to do about how we go forward. And to me, that makes it just that much more important for us to work together, to communicate as best we can. We've promised to do that in the past, and I think we've made some strides in that direction, but I know we can all go further in working together, because we do all have a common goal. As I say, I think that communications is the key, and that follows through with the work of the Warden's Caucus, which I really and truly look forward to continuing on. I found it a new challenge and something that's extraordinarily interesting. I just want to thank all of my friends and my colleagues, including all of you, for your continued support of me. And I will do my absolute and level best. Finally, I'd like to thank Mr. Rudder for helping us lead and guide this ship. He does an excellent job, and he's a joy to work with. And I'd also like to thank all of our staff and everyone who supports us in our ventures. So I look forward to the continuing year, And I'll see you all tomorrow. I do believe that possibly our MP Jamie Schmale is here and may want to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Warden Danielson, and good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see everyone. It's been quite some time. Hopefully soon we'll be able to meet again in person. I hope very soon. And congratulations to both Mayor Vollen and Warden Danielson on a great campaign. I think it was a little less exciting than the U.S. election, but I think there are lessons to be learned here that maybe they can take from this and how well that went. So congratulations. Well done, Haliburton County. Look, I want to echo what Warden Danielson said. There are a number of challenges still to come. I know municipalities have, on a lot of cases, been on the front end of these challenges throughout the summer, dealing with the pandemic and what is being expected of municipalities and the businesses and individuals in them. And you're right, as the vaccine comes along, we'll have the next set of challenges on how do we recover. And so a strong working relationship will be key to that. So I look forward to working with each and every one of you, including township and county staff, as we figure out the next steps. And of course, high-speed internet is always on top of mind. And thank you to all those who have put efforts in the past, present, and future. We have noticed that not only was internet and cellular service a problem beforehand, and we all knew that, and we were working to fix that, but the existing capacity issues that we have on the current system is showing, especially with so many people working from home and requiring that service. So that continues to be a priority, I know, of yours and of mine. So I look forward to working with each and every one of you on that, and look forward to seeing you on the next term.
Thanks, Jamie. Much appreciated. I think that pretty much concludes our business. It's kind of a shame because normally we'd be breaking to have a nice snack together and mingle and have a nice social with some of our family and friends, but we'll have to forego that. Only one last thing for council. One of the things that Brent and I were reminded of most recently was the need for new appointments of liaisons. And quite honestly, there hasn't been a lot of time to think about that. My inclination is to leave things as they are, as they don't seem to be broken. But what I would ask, if anybody has any specific desires about things that they don't want to do or would like to do, to maybe send me a quick text tonight so that I can take that into consideration. Some things can't be changed, and we'll just carry on as we have been. And I will thank you all again and see you all tomorrow. So if we could have a mover and a seconder for the confirming bylaw. Councillor Burton and Councillor Shell.
Be it resolved that bylaw 4022, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the December 15th, 2020 special meeting of Haliburton County Council, be considered to be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed, and the seal of the corporation be affixed.
All in favor? That's carried. And could I have a mover and a seconder for adjournment? Councillor Kennedy, Councillor Moffat, thank you.
Be it resolved the December 15th, 2020 special meeting of Haliburton County Council now adjourned.
All in favor? Carried. Thanks. We'll see you all tomorrow morning.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Congratulations.
Liz. Congrats.
Thanks
Cheers.
to all of you.